Hi, I'm here with Natalia Spierings this morning, who is a consultant dermatologist, and fantastic to have you here because everybody's always got so many questions about skin and how to look after it and their own personal skin. In fact, you were lucky not to be besieged by everybody in the office because when they heard you coming around, they're saying, "Oh, what about my neck? What about my spots?" My friends have sent this picture, but you must get that the whole time.
Yes, yes, and via Instagram and via WhatsApp and via email.
Okay,
so lots of questions and lots of people sending me pictures.
Sure.
So, it's fun, but there's a point at which I can't answer the questions anymore because the picture's not always helpful, or I don't know the person.
And the answer there, come and have a consultation.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily with me, with anyone, but yeah, I mean, if you want my advice, it's probably best if I see you in person. I can't really give medical advice to strangers over Instagram.
No. Okay, but we've got some general questions. Winter skin flare-ups was something. I mean, that's a very general thing, and why I put that on the list was because somebody on the team came in yesterday with a real rashy flare-up, but you just had a look at it and said that's eczema more than because there's a lot of is there anything in the usual thing that people think it's winter, there's central heating that dries out the air that makes skin kick off in some way?
That's only relevant in people who have an underlying history. Eczema. So if you have a tendency towards that problem, because people with eczema have epidermal barrier dysfunction, anything that will worsen that. So dry air, which increases water loss through the skin, central heating, and the elements as well. Just walking outside with lots of wind and anything that kind of damages your skin,
it all kind of just strips it off.
Increases your transepidermal water loss, because with eczema you already have that epidermal barrier dysfunction. So anything that's going to make that worse, potentially
it will worsen it all much more quickly than okay. But if your skin is normal and more or less behaving itself, you might be able to weather that. Okay.
Yeah, normal skin probably doesn't have a problem, but the person who was here, she had it in a very she has it in a very interesting distribution, which kind of reflects the wearing of earrings, and it transpires that she may have like a nickel or cobalt allergy, which probably explains the very localized kind of reaction in that area.
Okay, and that had been enough to make it pick up on her face as well. Wow.
Yeah, it can be, yes, yeah.
And with an eczema related flare up like that, what would you suggest for treating it? I mean, most people with eczema will have something in their
sort of steroid.
Okay.
In their cabinet. So yeah, generally if it's a very acute flare up on the face, can be very uncomfortable and itchy. So I tend to get these patients to use a high potency steroid for 1 or 2 or even 3 days maximum at night. Okay. Generally, because they're quite greasy, but you can use them during the day as well. People will generally avoid using something like Elicon or Dermavate on their face because you're all told not to. But under medical supervision, if your dermatologist tells you, 1 or 2 days, put a thin layer on the affected area, that can quickly settle it down, and then you switch to your maintenance treatment. So I like to use something called Protopic for the face.
Protopic,
I don't know that.
Yeah,
people haven't really heard of that. It's topical tacrolimus. So tacrolimus, and that's a drug used as a tablet in high doses for transplant patients.
Okay. Let's.
There's a visitor.
Yeah, there's somebody coming downstairs. Would you go and say hi to us, in case? Sorry, we could just carry on. Tacrolimus. Sorry, we were talking about tacrolimus, which is used in transplant.
So yeah, orally as a tablet. So when people have transplants, they obviously need immunosuppression to stop their bodies from rejecting the organ.
Yes.
So we start them on oral. Well, I don't do this anymore. So I've worked in transplant many years ago as a junior doctor. But generally, we would start people on oral steroids, high dose oral steroids, and then transition them to something like tacrolimus, which is a long-term immunosuppressant.
Okay.
Using that as a cream or an ointment is getting you the same effect as a steroid, but without any of those long-term side effects like thinning of the skin, which is skin atrophy. So it's much safer in a way if you're going to use it long-term. And we need our eczema patients to use some type of topical treatment to maintain their skin in the long run for their face. Yeah. So Protopic 0.1% is similar in strength to Umavate, which is kind of a moderate, like a low to moderate potency steroid.
I know that.
That one's good, but it does. Protopic can sting when you apply it to very inflamed skin. So if a patient comes in with very inflamed skin on the face, I will put them on something like Elicon ointment for max 3 days to calm it down, and then switch them quickly to Protopic, and that will clear it up without the stinging.
Fab, thank you. That's interesting. That's something people could go to their GP and ask about.